Hey there and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little June reset to get ready for summer to keep a happy and smooth household throughout the summer months. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to do all things homemaking and I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, let's jump into this beautiful day. Well, parts of my morning routine will be changing for the summer months. One that will not is the vitamins that I take. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I've been taking Ritual vitamins for a couple years, and it's a new month, so I got a new fresh order of their multivitamins sent right to the house. If you guys aren't familiar with Ritual, they are a clinically backed multivitamin formulated with extremely high quality nutrients. I love that it fills in very common dietary gaps, so I take this every single morning. I love that they're vegan-free, non-GMO, and they're gluten-free as well. I like that they have fully traceable ingredients inside their products. You can actually go on their website and see exactly where everything came from. Even Enzo loves them. Tell Enzo hi in the comments down below. But I trust Ritual because they are traceable. All of their products are tested by third-party, high-quality companies. I take the Essentials for Women 18 plus. I also take their Symbiotic, which is a prebiotic, probiotic, and I also started taking their new skincare ingestible vitamin called Hyracera. It is designed to dissolve later in the small intestine as an ideal place to absorb nutrients, which is really important so your stomach doesn't get upset. I also like that it has a delicious minty flavor, and it is guaranteed if you guys don't love it, you can return it within 30 days and you will get all your money back, but you won't want to because it's amazing. I've been taking it for a couple years now and I absolutely love it. I love the convenience it is delivered right to my door. So no matter how balanced your diet is, some nutrients are just harder to get from food alone. So Essential Women's Plus was designed to help fill those gaps with 9 key nutrients in just 2 daily capsules. If you guys are interested in checking out Ritual, they are offering us 20% off your first month by visiting ritual.com/20LaurenN and use code 20LaurenN and join me today for a healthier morning routine. After I'm done taking my morning vitamins, I also like to use this product called Colon Broom. I've been using this for over a month now. This is actually my second little jar of this, but let me tell you, this has improved my body bloating by, like, I've tried so many other things to help with it just as I'm aging, and this works so well. You just put a little spoon of it in. I usually use half that bottle to take my vitamins, and then the other half I'll put the Colon Broom in, and you drink it immediately because it starts to expand inside your gut, and it just, oh my God, it's an amazing product. If you guys suffer from bloating or constipation or anything like that, this product really does make a difference. So the next thing I want to do is write out my to-do list. I have changed the way I do my to-do list. I do not block schedule in the summer. It is incredibly difficult to block schedule when you have 4 kids at home or 2 kids or 1 kid. It doesn't matter. It's very hard to stay on a block schedule. So let me show you how I do it. Okay guys, so this is how I plan summers. I do the whole week in here, and we start with like Monday. I keep like things I need to get done here. So those are just general to-dos. And then every day we have a theme. Sometimes the theme is free play. Sometimes the theme is, planting in the garden, or it just changes every day for the kids to keep them busy. I always keep a list of supplies I need. What I like is if my husband is up and we both look at this, he can go, he's got time in the morning, he can grab those things from the garage and kind of just set them by, the table so that I don't have to go scrambling. But I also know ahead of time, like I know this day we're going to be doing a pool theme. It's going to be a hot day. This particular day is a little bit cooler, so I wanted to do inside activities. If it's a mild day, we'll do like a park play day and do like a little picnic in the park. It just depends. I'll try to share a bunch of themes with you guys later in this video. So I have my supply list, all the things that I'm going to need, and then I always write out what we're doing for lunch and dinner. That way I can grocery prep for that. In my to-dos, I know I don't have chicken, so I'm going to run to the store at some point and get some chicken. So this particular day, we're going to do grilled cheese with ham, and then chicken pasta for dinner. And then you just keep going. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Obviously, I'm going to leave space open for more to-dos because that'll fill up no problem. And then this day we're doing pool day, so pool toys, sunscreen, pool towels, just making sure they're dry and ready to go. And then goggles, lunch, since we're going to be outside by the pool, I'll do barbecued hot dogs with watermelon and then ribs. The other thing I really like to do is, so on Monday, I will have a corresponding checklist here of all the things that I need to do. And it will be here written on the paper because this is where I kind of like brain dump everything. And then my to-dos will be here. So here's what a Tuesday looks like. I had some voiceover things I needed to do, grocery store, a gift for my girlfriend, and the gym. Didn't get my nails done. But this way I can tick it off throughout the day, especially when I'm out and about. Really helps me stay focused on the things I need to get done, especially when the kids are here. You know, you get a little bit more frazzled. So this system has worked well for me. So today what we're going to do is I am ready and prepped to go to the gym. So we will be going to the gym. I need to water the garden since like when I'm filming this, the kids are still in school. So right now, technically they'd be home. They would have finished breakfast already and then gotten done free play for a while. We'll usually start like whatever the activity is around lunchtime. That way the kids eat. And then we'll start whatever kind of like activity we're going to do. So the mornings they can go on their bikes, play outside. They will also help me with gardening and things like that. So I will do that today, but typically they'll help me. I wouldn't film that anyway, but we'll do, you know, eggs, getting chicken. Ooh, I just remembered I need to get chicken food. See, thank goodness. So we'll put that on my phone as well. That way I have that. So anywho, these are our to-dos. We're going to go water the garden, feed the chickens. And then I've got a bunch of errands to run. I need to go to the gym, but that's how I kind of write them out, and it just helps me stay organized. Another thing I have always liked to do is set alarms for things that are part of my daily routine that never change. So every day at 11:30, 11:45-ish, I will make lunch for the kids. They eat every day in the summer at noon. That way I can keep everything rolling. I will set an alarm that just says start lunch. And I do the same thing for dinner. I currently already have an alarm at 5:30 that goes off. And then there's an alarm on Alexa around our entire house that goes off at 6 that says it's time for dinner. I like to do that. It just keeps everybody on the same page in the house, and it really does keep me from kind of getting lost in projects. And then I have kids coming to me saying, when is lunch ready? When is lunch ready? You know, I get that times 4. So for me, I like to just set the alarm. It makes it super easy. It's okay if we're out doing something and I just skip the alarm that day. You can just, just click it off, but this will help you stay on a good, healthy routine for yourself and the kids all through summer. The next thing I like to do is prep things using Canva. I use Canva for pretty much everything I do. It's a really great way to be creative, and I will make the kids' daily routines. This is pretty much how I will outline when I have the kids or I have a sitter or something. I will usually use something like this to keep everyone on the same page. So you could either do a weekly planner like this, you could do a daily if you wanted to. And this is also what I use during the school week as well, just so the kids know. You could also do summer theme days, just outlining them here so you kind of can get organized. And then I've done their chore charts in here as well, which I've shared with you many times. Their summer chores will change because their school chores are a little different. And then I also have my weekly meal planner in here. If you guys are looking for that, I will link them down below.
What you doing, Tuna? Hi. You okay? Oh, you're so sweet. You watching your chickaboos? Yeah? Hi. What are we doing? Did we dump our food out? Hi, salty girl.
So all the kids in the house have specific chores they do every single morning. We have 3 cats, 1 dog, and 7 chickens. So each child will have a responsibility, and then the garden. So we have you're either going to be on gardening, you're going to be on the cats, you're going to be on the dog, or you're going to be on the chickens. The gardening will require, the kids to water the garden, but also as we start to propagate fruit and peppers and vegetables, the kids will need to actually harvest those. So it will create a nice balanced morning for us. After breakfast, the kids can kind of have a little free play after they're done watering the garden and doing all their chores. We do have the kids get dressed every morning. I just think that it's best to have your kids kind of wake up, stay on a routine. They get up at 8 during the summer. They're, right now they're getting up around 6:45 for school year. So let them sleep in and then have breakfast and then go get your day clothes on. Don't stay in your pajamas all day. I feel like my boys would stay in their jammies all day if I would let them. So I always find kind of getting that morning routine, brush your teeth, get dressed, and then go and have free play after you're done kind of taking care of your morning chores. But we're going to water this beautiful garden. It's coming along so beautifully. I cannot wait to start cooking and making things with all of these delicious vegetables. I noticed that my cilantro wasn't looking healthy, so I used my Planta app just to see what was going on, and it appears that there's a little bit of a drainage issue in here, so we're going to take a look at that in a later video. The next thing I like to do during the summer months is constantly keep the laundry rotated, that way it doesn't back up. So this feels so good when you just have 2 loads a day. Even if they're smaller, at least you don't get behind, because the mountain in my room is giant right now, and when I'm done with this, I need to go fold it all. So once I have that kind of rolling, it's after lunchtime. This particular theme day, we decided to do some knitting. The kids really wanted to learn how to sew. So we got a sewing machine recently, and I thought it'd be really fun to just put together and make a little sewing day. So these crafts you can get from Michael's. They have giant sales where they're 50% off or buy one, get one free, which is basically the same thing. But I usually stock up on those, or you can head over to the dollar store and pick them up there. They have great crafts, especially if you're going to be doing painting. They have really cute wooden like little houses and trays and all kinds of stuff like that you guys can pick up for really inexpensive. But basically, I will take you guys in the garage eventually and show you kind of how I have all of this organized, because I have all of my theme days pretty much organized in there by craft. So it's painting, watercolors, knitting, sewing, whatever it is, I have everything ready to go. So now that I've shared pretty much how I'm going to run the day, for the evening, we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes, Taco Bell's Chalupa Supremes. To get started, we're going to chop up some tomatoes and some yellow onions and set them aside and get all of our ingredients ready to go. This dish is very simple, but so delicious. In a large mixing bowl, we're going to combine our ground beef. I like to add flour, onions. I also like to add chili powder, smoked paprika, cumin, and garlic powder as well. So you're going to mix all of that in, and then we are going to, I usually will just mix it with my hands. It makes it a whole lot better, but we're going to get all our seasonings in here and let that sit for a second. In a large skillet, add a little bit of oil, and we're just gonna cook down the ground beef until it's fully cooked. While that's happening, let's head over and start making the chalupas. So for this recipe, you'll need 2.5 cups of flour and then 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of salt, some vegetable oil, and a cup of milk. We're gonna mix that all together until all the ingredients are well combined. Once you have your dough ready, we're just gonna pull off little circles and make 6-inch round chalupas. These are really easy to make. I like to flour my surface and then use a piece of parchment paper and just start to line them all over there. And then we will actually be cooking these in some oil, kind of deep frying it. Once you have them all ready to go, get a cast iron skillet and fill it halfway up with some canola or vegetable oil, and we're gonna turn that on a medium heat. For your chalupas, we are going to poke a small couple holes using a fork in the dough, and then we are going to add those to the skillet. You wanna keep the heat on medium. That way, since we're gonna be doing a bunch of these, you don't want them burning. So I always say low and slow is the way to go. So definitely do it that way. It takes about 30 seconds, maybe a little less on each side. You'll just kind of see the sides start to get a little golden brown. And then once you start to see that, go ahead and flip it over and then just repeat until they're all done. The other thing I would suggest is when you're pulling them out, go ahead and fold them in half. That way they dry in the shape of the chalupa. Once you have all your chalupas done, it's time to assemble them. I'm going to be adding a nice healthy spoonful of this. I'm using refried beans. Again, I'm gonna do this as similar to the recipe as possible. Then I'm gonna be adding in the beef with the onions. I swear you guys, this tastes just like a chalupa. You gotta follow the recipe, and then also how you arrange it onto the chalupas is also important. So once you get all of that put on there, we're going to be adding sour cream, and then I'm going to be adding some diced lettuce, then some shredded cheddar cheese, and a little bit of our tomatoes as well. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It was delicious. My kids said it tastes just like a Chalupa Supreme. You guys are gonna love it. It's super easy and super delicious. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye.